let's go to the first of perhaps other dominoes to fall here. Michael Bunting, we hardly knew ye. He's packaged off to Nashville, and the intriguing player coming back is not Luke Schenn. For all we know, he'll be on his way out again, although
that's what I thought.
Kyle
He's a
Dubas
flip
said
guy.
he's, part of this process, whatever this process is. I don't really know. I haven't figured it out yet. Tommy Novak. So what do you think of this deal? What do you think of Novak? And what do you think is next, Tyler Kennedy?
Well, one, I was surprised they got rid of Bunting. I like Bunting. I like kind of what he brought. He was kind of like a Hornquist, a little rat out there that we kind of needed, and I liked him on the power play. So, and he's young. I liked him, and I was surprised they trade him for Novak, who's a centerman. We already have Gino, Sid, then the third line. But I'm thinking if he can jump up to the second line, they trade Raquel, and Gino plays with Sid for the rest of the year. But
I like that. I hadn't thought. You're playing chess here. I'm playing checkers.
Yeah, and I think what's the biggest thing why they're scoring so many goals? We haven't had someone being able to clear someone out in front of the net and fight and play hockey at the same time, and that's what Schenn does. I know you guys are saying it's a pit stop, but I think he fills a role that the Penguins don't have. I don't think he's going to be think of Graves with an edge that finishes checks, that'll fight a guy like.
So in other words, 1 point in 46 games, but with an edge.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
But what drove me nuts when they're playing Boston and they have Zadorov going after Sid and Gino and just playing that, and the Penguins didn't have an answer for it. When you had a guy like Schenn, from my experience, is going to jump off the bench and throttle this guy. Schenn throws both hands, very, very tough.
Yeah.
I fought him my first year.
You did?
What?
Yeah, I fought him my first year.
How did that lead up to?
Oh, my God. He absolutely beat the wheels off me. But it was in Toronto. He took a heavy run at Gino. This is when he was younger. He hit like a truck. He hit Evgeny Malkin so hard against the wall. I was playing so bad. And then there was a line change. And I ran right into him. I kind of I wasn't playing good. And I knew Terry needed me to do something. So he was skating off and I was going on. And I
oh,
ran.
my God.
And
I'm watching it, Tyler.
Yeah.
I'm watching it now.
And I ran into him. And then the scuffle started. And guess who I grabbed in the scuffle? I got paired up with Dominic Moore. My eyes lit up because I knew I can beat him up. When you grab, I was like, this is perfect. And then I look over and Max Talbot had Luke Schenn, and they were kind of holding each other, scruffling a little bit. Didn't Max Talbot let go of Schenn, and then Schenn broke away, and then I had to break away from Dominic Moore, and then we end up fighting, but I end up falling right away. He was so strong. He actually picked me up, and he was like, hey, we're not done, kid. He picked me up, and he just started throwing, but he never caught me with any, but he was a tough guy, and
Look at you. Look at you in this. This is one of the most incredible experiences I've had on this station because I'm watching this unfold, and you have a photographic memory of it right now. It says Tyler Kennedy versus Luke Schenn from January of 2009, and it's unfolding exactly as you said it. Where Max Talbot lets go of Schenn and skates away, and in comes Tyler. You throw your helmet, you throw your gloves, and here we go. I give you a lot of credit for that, man. You threw the first punch here.
So Terrian's reaction to you was what?
Terrian loved it. Loved every minute. He came up. So I ended up getting suspended because I left the bench because the puck hasn't dropped for the next shift.
But you were making a change, though, right?
Yeah, but it was after a whistle. It was after a whistle. So I was coming on, and then so I got suspended for a game. But Terrian loved it. He's like, oh, that's exactly what we needed at the time. And I'm like, oh, you want to pay my $5,000 I just lost for getting suspended? He didn't, pick up the bill.